They lost their top pick, but the Pacers are still ready for next season. Let's set the pace on this edition of The Nest. Hello everybody, welcome back to The Nest RXP. My name is Robin, welcoming you back as we rebuild each NBA team as we go into their offseason. And the team we're going to be covering today is, of course, the Indiana Pacers, a team that has been ridiculed a little bit in recent memory because of their trading of their weird trade protections on their Ivica Zubac trade. But I do think they're still in a good spot right now, and I don't think there's a ton of changes that they actually need to make with this team. So thankfully, this will be a short video if you couldn't tell already. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Go check out all the TikTok, the Instagram, all that stuff, and just make sure to go follow because I'm going to be continuing to cover the NBA playoffs and continuing to cover each NBA team as we get into their offseason. But the Pacers, let's get into it. So the main thing with the Pacers is they don't really have picks or anything like that. So they're kind of just left to with the team that they have and just making minute trade changes. You could easily draw up trades where the Pacers go out and get this big name star like Giannis or something. But honestly, I like the team as they're built. I think they're a team built on continuity and a team built on their depth. And I do think as long as Tyrese can come back and be that all-NBA caliber player that he was beforehand, and since he's not an athlete-driven player, he's more skill-based, I think he can absolutely do that despite the Achilles tear. I do think that as long as they can do that, they can still be a successful team going into next season. I think midway through next season, they can kind of see, okay, we need to make significant changes, or we can continue the way we're going and just make minute changes and tweak things as we continue to move along. But the big trade I would absolutely do for them is trying and getting another backup forward alongside of Aaron Nesmith, Pascal, Obi Toppin, Jarace Walker, all these guys. Just getting another guy like that with some more veteran experience and a guy that can be a little versatile if you wanted to start him, if you wanted to bring him off the bench, things like that. And I think that guy can easily be Naji Marshall. And the reason I also made this trade is just to capitalize on some of their young talent. So I do think that this trade could really help out all the parties involved, and I do think that Naji would be an incredible fit along with this Pacers team. But what does the trade look like? So the trade's pretty simple, honestly. It is just Johnny Furphy, who the Pacers are relatively high on, and Cam Jones, and 2 second-round picks for Naji Marshall straight up. Again, it's not a ton. The Mavericks get some picks back. They get off Naji's contract, which isn't terrible by any means, but they get a young guy in Johnny Furphy, who I know the Pacers are extremely high on Furphy, and if you don't want to trade Furphy, that's perfectly fine. You can absolutely keep him. But I do think maximizing him, because he's not going to have a ton of playing time with this team, I do think maximizing him and trying to get off of him and get some upgraded veteran quality back will be key. And other than that, I would just re-sign Huff. I think he can be a very good quality backup center alongside Zubac. He also provides some versatility because he's a stretch big compared to Zubac, who's a rim running big, a little more skilled post big. And then just keep Ben Sheppard, re-sign Ben Sheppard to a team-friendly deal. But that's about it. Honestly, this team is so well built that a lot of their issues just came from their restart. But honestly, yeah, that's about it. I think this team is a very well-built team already. The Pacers already have all the groundwork ready for them. It's just a matter of making these small tweaks and things like that. And getting another guy like Naji, I think, will be huge, but just getting healthy with Tyrese, getting healthy with Aaron Nesmith, with Obi Toppin, with Pascal, with Zubac. I think if all those guys can come back, be healthy, and be the players that they're supposed to be, this team will be very good. It is a lot of ifs, but you can't really know anything until you get past those ifs. But what does this team look like now? So this team would look obviously like Tyrese Halliburton running the point guard position, with Nembhard running the shooting guard position at the starting shooting guard position anyway. Aaron Nesmith running the 3 with Pascal Siakam at the 4 and Ivica Zubac at the 5. And then off the bench, you obviously have T.J. McConnell, Ben Sheppard, Jarace Walker, Naji Marshall, Obi Toppin, and Jay Huff. I think they could easily run a 9 or 10 or 11 man rotation if they really wanted to, but you could easily just move Sheppard down and play Jarace, Naji, and Obi as your 3 wings off the bench, and then Huff as the backup forward, or the backup 5. So I like this team. I really do love this Pacers team. I love what they do. I love their style of play. It's very fun to watch. They are in my opinion, they are the definite definition of winning basketball and pace basketball, and I love to watch it. A lot of winners, a lot of just quality role players, and a lot of just quality players on this team. And it's a team that plays both ethically, fun, and they play winning as well, and that's what I love to see. So let me know what you think. Do you like the Pacers? Do you like what they're building? Do you think that they need to make these major moves, or do you think that Tyrese and Pascal on them and Zubats on them, do you think that this will be more than enough for them to win? Obviously, it sucks that they didn't get the top 4 pick that they were expecting, but it happens, and you still got Ivica Zubats out of it, which, again, it sucks, but it's not nothing. So what do you think that the Pacers should do? Should they continue to make trades, or should they just stay put with the team they got and then wait later on? Let me know in the comments down below. But until then, like I said, make sure to go check out the other teams that I've already covered or that I will be covering, and make sure to go check out the TikTok and the Instagram. And until then, y'all, peace.